I have seen women, I'm going to switch back to others, that have gotten fat. They were once attractive. And I've seen these girls, I call it the fat trampoline, right? When they need a man, they get skinny, and so they diet. And that's like being at the top when you're jumping on a trampoline. They're there for a split second and they fall back down. Whoop, as soon as they get a guy, they get fat. And they like sag the trampoline at the bottom. And they spend more time in the fat zone than the skinny zone. And you can see these chicks, they get fatter, skinnier, fatter, skinnier, fatter, skinnier, because they know they need to be skinnier to attract a man. Once they get a man, they get fat. And then they try guilting him, saying, you can't leave me because I'm fat. What kind of jerk are you? This is just how I am. I'm big boned. I like to eat food. I've earned it. I'm just having a nervous breakdown. Give me a break. Right? But it's not really the fat. It's the bitch that goes with it. Right? That's like, it's like extra icing, and then the chick eats it. And so, you know, that's their excuse. So that's why those feminists allow themselves to get fat. Now, the ones that are really, really ugly, and I mean ugly as a human being, as well as ugly in appearance, I've seen this. They are ugly and they have no problem with it, and they tell everyone all about it. They brag about how hot and how much their boyfriend needs them. These are women that have men that they've dominated and crushed. They've got simps. They've got the biggest blue pillars on the planet, and they just know it. They don't have to try. They don't even bother to try. In fact, they brag about the fact that they can be fucking alcoholic slobs and get plastered off their ass while their worthless boyfriend slash husband is at home watching the kids for her. And they revel and marvel in their ugliness. That, hey, I don't have to try. I can get a man and keep him. Right? They can get men and take their paychecks and dominate them, treat them like shit, and they look like fucking walruses. Some of them with mustaches. You know, and it's not uncommon. This used to be uncommon until sometime, I don't know, it was around 2005, I started noticing the ugly woman that I've now realized is what I'm going to term fifth wave feminism, where they don't even have to try, where they don't have to care. All right, let's see if I can find a parking spot. They don't have to try. They don't have to care. So the fifth wave of feminism, right? Ugly feminism. It is no longer just a philosophical ugliness. Now it is broken down to the point where they expect men to support them. And they get men to support them. They've beaten men that badly now that they can control men. And I'm not going to say us, because Mgtow is not regular men. They have now got everything set so that they can beat men into a pulp, guilt them, shame them. And as I've noted and others have noted, that tide may be turning. Because we are no longer afraid to say, you are fat, you're a pig, right? And I scowl at them. You know, what the fuck are you doing in pajamas in public? Dressing like shit, wearing a shirt that barely covers their breasts so that their giant guts can stick out. And I'm supposed to like that? I'm supposed to approve of that? Even in third world countries, I guess they don't do that because they're a lot skinnier because they don't have the food. But you can see feminists wearing, and this is a very good point to make, you can see them wearing the excess of their narcissism around their waists and on their asses. And then they have this unmitigated desire to put their tits out there, these giant whales of women. You know, and I know that they hang down to their belly button, but they'll put them up in a bra so that they burst out the top. As if, oh, they're voluptuous and firm. No, they're not. They're disgusting. They're fucking whales. Right? And then these same women that are ugly physically and ugly personality-wise, because their personalities are corrupted by feminism. These women will put those little sexy she-devil porn chicks on their car, you know, with the ass and the tail, acting, you know, taking porn star posing. You pull up next to them and look in the car, it's an ugly bitch with her fucking hair pulled back in a ponytail, if that. No makeup on. Usually got a fucking Twinkie and a soft drink in a hand. You know, 3 kids in the car throwing shit against the windows. And she's a fat pig. And that's porn? That's porn star quality? That's how they see themselves. Now you want to call this a... this is the other thing. They get to decide how beautiful they are. Not in a man's world. In a man's world, men decide what beauty is. We decide what it is for men, and we decide what it is for women. It is a man's world. If you don't accept that, then you accept it as a gynocentric world. Gynocentrism, a woman's world, a vaginal world. And they get to pick, and they get to tell you, you're a pig. While they look and act and eat like a pig. Put them on their hands and knees, they are shaped like pigs now. All they need is a little fucking curly tail and some ears on the top of their head. Feminism is ugly. Today's women are ugly. The ones that are good looking are just doing it for more money and more attention and more status. The ones that don't give a shit and are letting it go, it's because men are now forced to accept their ugliness, and they don't care because they've got a man and they're just gonna fucking use him up. And women have collectively decided, or at least a large percentage of them, that if they're all ugly, then men will have no choice but to accept them as fat. As fat pigs. Not just fat pigs, but psychologically ugly, right? Socially decrepit. They want to belch and fart in public, right? They want to smell. They don't want to shave their arms. They don't want to do anything that makes them beautiful. And they want us to say, oh, you're beautiful. I'm going to take you, honey. No fucking chance. So, 5th wave feminism, man, it is the ugly truth. It is the ugly feminist. All right, guys. Be cool. Semper Fi. And remember, when you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror and say, I have the penis, and you go out and make it happen. Because I educate and I encourage men. We don't got to put up with this shit. And as Mgtow, we're not. Please thumbs up this and all Mgtow videos. Do it. Do it now! And please, if you haven't already, subscribe. And then also, it's important, you guys, your comments are dynamite, right? Leaving your opinion matters. The more comments, the more people go, holy shit, this is a good topic. Right? The more thumbs up, YouTube spreads the word. And also, other men go, this must be a good topic. I'm going to check this shit out. This Mgtow thing is getting huge. Seen it a few times here and there, caught a few words, but it catches, it'll hook you. Right? I was fighting for years and years in marriage to get out of it, right? To straighten it the fuck up. Couldn't, I just left it, and now, you know, it's easy to see Mgtow. And because I don't have a wife who would hold me back, I can say the things I want to say. I understand if you're Mgtow and married and you want to be Mgtow, but you're married and trapped. And you can't just come out and talk like me or others. It's understandable. You're still a man. You're still Mgtow. Just keep learning. Keep at it. Keep understanding. Study them. Interview them. Because they're not going away. Right? They're going to have to be starved out. In a figurative, fiscal sense, and a real sense. All right. And as always, I want to thank you guys for the fan funding. You know, those donations, they really are helping me deal with some personal issues and taking care of my, what I like to call my bad habits, like cigars and scotch. You guys be cool. Semper Fi. Mgtow is freedom. I have the penis. Rock on.